Well, finally, 2021 is over. COVID-19, bad movies, good movies, the theaters with trouble, not many movies this year, not many movies that I was a hard time to make the top 10 of best movies. It wasn't that difficult to get the top 3 or the worst movies. I'm not going to make a top 10. I'd say 3 worst movies of the year. We're going to start with the best of the year. And when I say the best of the year, to me is the movie that I enjoy, that just give me a feeling that I want to see it again. That I will buy that Blu-ray. I will buy the digital. I will play it all the time. It's a movie that it's not just oh wow, it's a great cinematography. Yeah, it's a great story. Would you watch it again? What the hell no, I'm out of depressing. This is a movie that give me a feel. It made me feel great in the movie. That I enjoy it with the audience. And every single movie I see in the theater, I saw every single movie in the theater this year. Even if you ask an HBO Max, I see in the theater. If you were in Netflix, I try to see in theater. Only one movie I could not see of the top 10 in the movie theater. I'll tell you later because it was not released where I was here, but it was released in the theater, and that was one of the top 10 movies. Other than that, every single movie, the worst, the bad, the good. Let's start. The number 10, which is what's supposed to be the number 11 and not in the list, then I went to watch it today. I had nothing to do. This is the year of let's go to the movies. And I said, when I watch it, I haven't watched this in a while. I want to watch it again. And then when I watch it, I say, it is the top 10 movie. I forgot how good it is, how made me feel this movie. Top 10. Here we go. Number 10. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Okay. Some reviews weren't that grateful with this movie. Rotten Tomato, all these movies, I don't care what Rotten Tomatoes say. But in this movie in special, they give you a lower score than the fiasco and the disaster there was 5 years ago with that Ghostbuster 3 or 4 or whatever they call it, with all the woman. Jesus, an atrocity. They destroyed the name of Ghostbuster. It wasn't a Ghostbuster 3, it wasn't a Ghostbuster sequel. They just want to revive the name. They bring it back, the history of the Ghostbuster to remake. Maybe future movies with a new cast, an old cast. It was a great feeling, a great movie. I'm not going to give you the review of every single movie I tell you a top 10. You can see my review here in every single one. But Ghostbusters, my God, Ghostbusters Afterlife, the crew, the feeling, you feel so good. Even after the credits, you feel so good. And it's funny, tender, action. I enjoy it. Top 10. Number 10, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Number 9, here we go again, a movie that maybe not many people have it in the list. I just don't care. I went to see it with the audience. Every single movie I see in the opening day, first show, with all the geeks, with all the people, and Free Guy, Ryan Reynolds, my God, regarding my movies and all the just links on movies and video games. He's not even playing a real person. Well, give me a spoiler. Dude, if you haven't seen it now, just give me a break. I mean, really. It's a great, good feeling movie. It's just an action, a comedy with a possible chance to make it. Well, they say they're going to make a sequel. They're going to make it the second one. Unbelievable. A surprise. Free Guy to me is number 9. Wow. What a great feeling. You leave the movie. I saw like 3 times that movie. But you leave the movie theater happy. Enjoy. And that's for me is top 10 movies. You had that feeling that you feel something good when you see that movie. And number 9, Free Guy. This is the only movie I didn't see in the theater. Number 8, I think is an unbelievable movie. Benedict Cumberbatch, hopefully I pronounce it the right way because that name is tough to pronounce it. Kristen Dunst, It's a Western 1925 setup. It's a story that is go slow, beautiful shot, beautiful acting, but it's a story that you think is going to go one way, and then you start seeing things are changing in the end and say, hold on. Whoa, what a clever ending. Wow, this is a movie clever. It's a Netflix production. It was released in the theater for a few weeks. There was no theater release where I live, so I had to watch it on Netflix, and I didn't do a review on this movie. This is the only movie I didn't do a review. Don't ask me why. I just skipped to do a review. BC, I don't know what happened. But I didn't do a review. And the review I can tell you is, now it's on Netflix. You'll be surprised. It's a wonderful movie. It's a top 10 in the movie for me. And I got a feeling it's going to be a top 10 for a lot of people. This is one of those kind of movies that Oscar love. And I hope it's not because it's a Netflix movie. It will skip. But this is a great movie, a great story. Watching on Netflix, you will enjoy it like 2 hours. Acting amazing. The power of the dog. I know it's nothing to do with the dog. Just think, you think, oh, it's just a really cute dog. Nothing to do with the dog. Nothing to do with anything cute. Really, a drama with unbelievable ending, with a great story, very clever, and listen the first 5 minutes of the movie. And then you will realize why it ended in that way. I didn't think about it. Number 7. Well, No Time to Die. Number 7 is the James Bond, the end of the 5 movies of 007. Daniel Craig, in my opinion, probably the best James Bond ever. And the story he done, clever. It's a story that started from the Casino Royale and ended up with this story, 5 movies. To me, it's not the best of the 5 movies. I think Casino Royale and Skyfall are a little bit above this. But this year, it gives you an ending of a great story of James Bond. A great into it's just a saga of a guy who for 16 years been playing 007. Unbelievable movie. Cruel. Great. Ending. Don't tell me it's a spoiler. Dude, it's been out for a while. I don't gotta tell you. Don't give a spoiler. Watch it. It's on video now. Unbelievable. No Time to Die. I think one of the best James Bonds ever. And top 3, in my opinion, of the Daniel Craig. Great. No Time to Die. Number 7. Number 6. Here we go. I'm a Marvel guy. One Marvel movie. It had to be here. And Shang-Chi. Surprise. Nothing to do. I had no much of the story of Shang-Chi. No much of the story of the comics. I had to research before I watched the movie. I did a review. It's a must go, absolutely. It's a movie that I watched 4 times, maybe 5 times. I missed it. Maybe 5 times. I don't know. But it's a movie that I watched the first show, like always, Thursday night, with all the geeks, with all the Marvel fans, and everybody applaud, everybody cheer, everybody happy. This is the kind of movie that you don't expect they're going to be that great, and it's more than what you expect. A great feeling, a great story, and a great franchise that's going to keep going and going and going. And Marvel did it again. I don't know, 28 movies now. It's just, the MCU never stopped. Kevin Feige is a genius and come out with this, and everybody in the movie is great. Aquafina surprised me. That's how good she is. Everybody's great. This is a movie, if you haven't watched it, I think it's on Disney Plus already. Watch it. You'll enjoy it. It's a great action. It's a great story. It's a great MCU movie. And to me, number 6. Number 5. A movie I watched in the theater. A movie, it was technically one theater was there, and I drove like 20 miles to watch it. It's a movie that is done by Apple Plus production, Koda. Oh my God. It's a story of the girl who's in the last year of high school who want to go to college, and the whole family, the brother, the mother, and the father are deaf. They can hear, and she struggled that she's the only one who can, and he had to communicate with them, and she's the anchor for there. And she want to get out of that family. She want to get out of town. She want to do something else she can. The agony, the family, the story of the small town, the performance of that girl, the performance of everybody. If it's a movie that you haven't seen in the theater, maybe it never was released for you, Koda is one of the top 5 movies, I believe, in previous Koda. An unbelievable movie. If you have Apple Plus, or if you don't, just rent it in some place, or buy whatever you had to do on streaming, you will be surprised. This is a movie that is a jewel, one of the few movies that Apple Plus, I can say, produced great. This is unbelievable. Koda in the top 5, and I'm grateful that I'm watching the theater, even I'm watching it in TV later, but I'm watching the theater because I like to watch movies in the theater. I always say, support your movie theater, but support movie theater with good movies. But this is a movie that I watch, and I'm grateful that I didn't make a mistake. Unbelievable. It's worth your money. It's a must go, guys, to watch a movie. It's a must watch, and now you can watch it on Apple Plus. And number 4, a movie that just released a week ago, I think it is, or 10 days ago, maybe a week ago. Licorice Pizza. You see my review. It's a must go for me. Absolutely a surprise. The story of the director will represent the story of his life when he lived in San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles in 1973. The 2 kids regarding one a 15-year-old kid who just is a hustle and want to be an actor and want to just find his way, and a girl, 25-year-old, who try to find his way, and they both mesh together and they try to find each other, even so they have nothing in common. A beautiful movie, a movie that it's just you don't expect to see. They would be so good. I think it looks interesting when you see the trailers. I think it's much better than what you think in the trailers. It's a kind of movie that you ended up want to watch it again. The soundtrack is unbelievable, and it's a movie you will enjoy it. Unbelievable Licorice Pizza. It is, if you have a town and you can see in the movie, this is a movie to watch in the theater if you can. But if you don't, if you have to wait because maybe they don't release it and watch it on TV, I don't care. Whatever you can watch it, watch it. It's a top 10. Licorice Pizza, absolutely number 4. Number 3. Number 3 is a movie that many critics review this movie watching it on TV and not in the theater and give it a bad review. Many people give it a bad review and didn't go to the theater. They went to HBO Max and watched it on TV. And I always say, there are movies they are made to watch in the theater. There are movies they are made special to watch in the theater because when you watch it on TV, you're lost. You miss the spectacle of that movie. Billionaire, one of the best directors in the last 20 years. Blade Runner 2049, to me, it was a jewel, that movie. He done other stuff, but just he always wrapped himself with great cinematography, great music. I mean, the performance, the looks, the sci-fi movie. Even so, there's a first part of the story, because it's a story done in 2 movies. Maybe they're going to do 3 now, because it came out so good that maybe they're going to divide it in 3 movies, but they already start working in the second part. And some people say it's incomplete. Well, yeah, it's incomplete because it's the first part of the 2 movies. Of course, it's incomplete. But whatever you see in the first part is unbelievable. And it's a movie, again, that you had to watch in the theater. The cinematography, the sound is insane. The score and the sound, all of that, it gets you to the movie. The performance, the color, the style, the special effects. If you're a geek, this is a movie probably you saw it. If you saw it in HBO Max, you don't get impressed, go and see it in the theater. I think it's still on the theater. Please, see this movie in the theater in the biggest screen possible. If you can IMAX, I don't think every IMAX provides SpiderMan. But if you can see in in every theater, the biggest screen with the best sound possible. If you had Dolby Sound, Dolby Atmos, it would be a different opinion than what you just saw for free in HBO Max. Dune, top 3, one of the best movies of the year. In my opinion, I can't wait. And probably will be 3 years until we see the second part for Billionaire. Unbelievable director. Number 2, well, like I said before, this is a movie that was released early in the year. I don't know if it's going to be in the list of a lot of people, maybe they forgot about it. It's a movie that was released early in the year and it's supposed to be released last year. The director said no. They tried to make it a studio, make it streaming because the theater were closing and they didn't want to wait and they just want to make some money in one way or another. And I say no. The director said no. This is a movie. I made it for the people. They want it. I made it for them. And this is going to be in the theater. This is going to be a streaming. And it's a sequel. And John Krasinski, and you know where I'm going, say it's going to be in the theater. My turn. We wait a year. We wait 2 years. I don't care. We wait. This is my movie. And this is a movie that didn't supposed to happen. He didn't plan to do a second part. But he just saw something in his story. With Emily Blunt was his wife, and just the producer. He's a producer, he's the director, he's the writer, that's his baby. And he said, I'm gonna make the second one. And he did, and it's very rare when you see a sequel on any movie that can be good. If it's good, wow, it's a jewel, because there are not many good movies, there are sequels. But when you see a sequel, there is very, not just up to the level of the first one. For some people, maybe surpassed. To me, it was very close to the level. It's unheard. It's very rare. And he did it. A Quiet Place 2, to me, is a jewel. I don't know if they're going to be in the list around some people because maybe they forgot about it. To me, 3 years ago, the first one was in the top 10. I think it was top 5 of the best movies of the year. And this is number 2. It's a movie that's gripping. It's just, you cannot stop to be in the chair. It's just, no, like in the first one. No, don't move. Can you hear? No, hear. Just hear something. Oh, no. It's unbelievable. The movie John Krasinski done is very unreal, very unusual. They have a sequel. So good as the first one. The Quiet Place 2, if you haven't seen it because, I don't know, you live in the rock or under a blanket for the past 2 years, watch it. It's in Paramount Plus. You can rent it, you can buy it. A jewel. The first and the second, watch it together. That's what I've been watching lately. I watch the first and the second together. Boom, boom, boom. As a 4 hours movie. Unbelievable movie. And number 1. Well, again, you may say, oh my God, are you kidding me? I didn't check any list or any other people until I make my list. I don't care if he's in the list. I don't care if he's in the higher list or in the lower list. I don't care what kind of list they have. Really, to me, it's a movie that I saw it again on opening day, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, with all the geeks, and you know where I'm going, with all the fans. And this is a movie that's the best of that kind. SpiderMan No Way Home. The third one was unbelievable in the MCU. I know it's a Sony movie, MCU produced it, have 25% of the movie, but this is an MCU story. This is an MCU movie. This is not the Sony Spider-Man, like the first 5 they did. It was, the last 2, Jesus. But this is a movie that's unbelievable. It's funny. It have humor. It have tear up. It have part that just, are you kidding me? You're going to do that? No. And then the surprises that everybody know what happened with Toby and Andrew coming back, and better than what I thought it is. I think Garfield kill it very more than Tobey Maguire. I think Garfield did unbelievable job. Better than what he did in the two piece of crap to me, Spider-Man. He renamed himself as a Spider-Man with this movie. But this is a movie that, to me, it works because Tom Holland. Again, what I say in my review, don't forget, Kevin Feige fight for Tom Holland. Sony didn't want it. And it works because this is the best Spider-Man, all the 7 Spider-Man that we have. 8 Spider-Mans. The best, unbelievable movie. It's just, I saw it 4 times. I'll watch it again probably tomorrow, the 5th time. Or I'm going to CES in Vegas in a couple of days, so probably going to see it again there. I don't mind. I see it so many times, and then they ask the credits with Venom. I say, oh, what? Spoiler. Look, my friend, if you're a Marvel guy, you saw it already, probably 2 or 3 times. If you are not a Marvel guy, but you are a Spider-Man fan, you saw it. And if you don't know it by what happened in the after credits, unless you live in Mars or coming from the tour in Venice and you've been in the space without communication for a couple weeks, I don't know where you are. But everybody knows what happened in this movie. Half of the population probably saw this movie. It's the top gross, and for every movie they ever done, Sony, one of the top for Marvel is Spider-Man No Way Home. Absolutely a best of the year to me. A movie that did everything I want in the movie. A movie that I want to buy it, I want to rent it, I want to watch it again and again and again and again. This is the best ones. I don't know if you agree with me. Let me know. It's maybe in the top 10, but to me, a movie that is the best movie of the year is a movie I want to see it again and again and again, and they give me all these feelings that this movie did. Number 1. But now, the 3 worst movies of the year. Number 3, I have many. I can go many ways. But it is Space Jam. Oh my God. Atrocious. I watch it and it says, why? Space Jam. I would say it's a jam and you need a little bit of peanut butter to make a sandwich and just eat it because Space Jam is a trash. It's a waste of money. Space Jam, the original, it was a great movie. It was an okay movie. To make a sequel after so many years, what the heck? Why? 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 Do you make money? HBO Max? Why? It's waste of money. Horrible. Number 2 of the worst. Like I say, this is a movie that, Jesus Christ. In my review, I say, I watched this in the theater. I watched it first on TV, then I watched it in the theater because I thought maybe this is a movie I need to be watching the theater. I need to watch in the theater, and then I watch it in Matrix Resurrection. I don't know what the heck they're thinking. I don't know. Again, Keanu Reeves, I say in my review, he doesn't need money. Maybe he needs money. Maybe the script was in a different way. I don't know. This movie is atrocious. It's stupid. It makes no sense. It's no reason to make this movie. No reason. And the money they spend is no reason for this movie. And just in number 2, it could have been number 1. And I have few in number 1s. They're just skip because they're few, though, my God, they're worse. But number 1, the worst movie of the year. Reminiscent. My God, what the heck? A movie that Hugh Jackman done great movies, but my God, you don't want to even talk about this movie. Rebecca Ferguson. It makes no sense. This movie, it makes no sense. It's just no sense whatsoever. It's just, I don't think they can even explain what the heck is going on in the movie. But a big production, a big actors like that do a movie like that. Oh, freaking God. What the heck they're thinking? And I have more than that. I have movies that just are in Netflix and was released only in Netflix and then 1 week in the theater. It's just, but these three are the worst movie of the year. And just, oof, I can make top 100 worst movie of the year. And what for? What for? Like I say, I didn't do a review of all these movies except for The Power of the Dog. I didn't do it because I couldn't find a place to watch it. But other than that, all these movies I watch in the theater. I hope you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, let me know. What is your top 10? Give me. What is your top 5 of the worst movie of the year? Let me know. You agree with me? Until the next time, 2022, great movies coming up. Hopefully, less bad movies coming up. I'll be back with more reviews of shows, and I'm going to make the best TV shows reviews too. Until the next time, stay safe. Support your movie theater, support your TV shows, support your video game. Give me a hand. Support my face with Yoda and support me. My other reviews here. Until the next time, thank you. Stay safe. Have a wonderful 2022 and ciao.